Hi guys, welcome to our channel. This is Home and Lifestyle by Team Arce. My name is Risa. I'm a mother of 3 and I play many different roles in life just like you guys. And I created this channel so that I can share with you my journey to a better home and a colorful lifestyle. If it is your first time here, I want to thank you for dropping by. I hope to make this channel interactive, so feel free to write your comments and suggestions below. So this video is a sequel to my other video on the 5 love languages by Dr. Gary Chapman. So this book, guys, has a lot of insights that I'd like to share with you. So again, there are 5 love languages. It applies to adults and in relationships as well as to children. The 5 love languages are physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, and acts of service. For this video, let's talk about the impact of love language to disciplining children. So guys, the truth is I am still working on this as a mother. I also have a lot of struggles in making sure I am able to express the different love languages to my kids. And this video actually helps me at the same time to, go back to myself and review what I have done in the past years and always learning how to be a good parent every day. So that's why I am sharing this video, because I know that nobody is perfect. We all try to be better every day. So I like to share an example. As a mom who works at night and sleep during the day, I had to explain to my children why I need to wake up when they're all asleep and, the other way around. So my second son, he had a hard time understanding that when he was younger, so he kept on asking me why. But now that he is 6, he is the one who explains it to his younger brother and why I have to sleep during the day. But I want to go back to that time when he didn't understand me. At that time, during my sleeping hours, he would get inside the room and lie down on top of me. He would literally climb up the bed and, try to bother me when I sleep. So normally I would wake up and get annoyed because I couldn't get back to sleep. And that happens almost every day. And I felt like he was becoming very annoying already when he did that. So usually my response is the same. I let him go down so he can have his own time and I can have my time back to sleep. So lately, when I was, doing this research on the love languages of children, I just realized that his love language could be physical touch. Because if he has tantrums, for example, we can actually calm him down by hugging him, caressing him, instead of spanking and, getting angry at him. We have a different approach in trying to control his behavior, in trying to discipline him if he has tantrums or if he feels bad about anything. It could still be very early to tell, but he already has shown us some signs and ideas of what his love language is. According to some research, babies who are held, caressed, and kissed developed a healthier emotional life than those who are left for long periods of time without physical contact. Holding and cuddling babies is fortunately an instinct to mothers and fathers, but it is not only limited to parents. It is important for anyone taking care of a baby to express this love language. Make sure that if it's a caregiver, a nanny, a family member, or anyone left with a baby, will hold and carry the child, not just leave them in the crib for all the time. Now, as children grow older, the way we show our love to them needs to evolve. The love language does not change. Parents just need to learn a new dialect. This is to be able to catch up with the changes of our growing children. Dr. Gary Chapman shares some ideas and tips to express the different love languages to our kids. So if your child's love language is physical touch, it's always good to give them hugs and kisses, but holding hands are also helpful. Tickle fights will do, especially if they're already bigger. You can also let the child hold or cuddle a soft item to make them feel comfortable, especially when they sleep or when you're not around. High fives are good, especially for growing boys. Playing games together that involves a little touch will help them feel that they're loved. Stroking their hair or rubbing their back when they feel uncomfortable can also make them feel loved. Reading stories to them, but you have to put them on your lap so that they feel connected is very important. You can also purchase touch-oriented items that can help them feel comfortable even if you are not there with them. And of course, spending extra time providing comfort, especially when they are sick. And if your child's love language is words of affirmation, make it a habit to say, "I love you." Create a special name of affection. Highlight the child's accomplishments. For example, I want to be a doctor when I grow up. Make sure you remember that and then go back to that when needed. Create an encouragement jar so that they can pick up and read it. So it's not just saying it, but they can also read the words that come from you. Talk about the photos with the family. Leave some encouraging words or send some text messages, and they would love it because they know that your words are very important to them. And if your child's love language is quality time, these are examples of the tips that Dr. Gary Chapman shared. You have to include the child in your daily activities. You have to stop or make eye contact as the child tells you something important. You can watch TV shows together. You can play together. Spend time doing homework together. Talk together about the memories. Spend extra minutes to bed at night and share a meal together as a family. If your child's love language is giving of gifts, consider a gift that lasts forever. Select presents that fit the interest of your child. Keep small collection of inexpensive gifts. Make their favorite meal or make it a surprise. Create a treasure hunt for a gift. Hide a small gift on a lunchbox. Host a birthday party. For birthday or Christmas, shop together for a special gift. If your child's love language is acts of service, make a special surprise meal. Help practice for their sports team. Sit down and help with their problems. Help them select their outfit. Assist in fixing broken toys or bicycle. Set up a favorite movie and watch together. Read stories to them. Help the child in an area of interest. Involve together in a church ministry. Now let's talk about the 5 love languages and discipline. A child with full love tank can respond to parental guidance without resentment. Children's misbehavior grows out of an empty love tank. When children don't feel loved, they are more likely to do something to draw your attention. It may not really apply to all, but it is certainly a factor. So one very important concept that Dr. Gary Chapman shared in his book is about love language and discipline. So he said, if you take the opposite of the child's primary love language to discipline them, you are giving them severe punishment and they can take it negatively instead. So for example, if your child's love language is physical touch and your method of disciplining is spanking, the child considers it severe punishment. If the child's primary love language is words of affirmation and your main method of disciplining them is yelling at them, it can hurt them like a dagger. Another is if your child's love language is quality time and your method of discipline is isolating them, that is severe punishment for the child. So what does it mean? Well, we have different ways of disciplining them. What is important is we are going to correct the behavior. That is the main purpose of discipline, right? If one thing doesn't work, you may try out other things, or you may understand why our children do not respond to the same type of punishment in the same way. This is one thing that I actually just realized because when we try to discipline our kids, we want to say, okay, we have to be fair, we have to do the same thing, but we realize they have different reactions. One child may enjoy it, one child may cry too much, one child may think the way you discipline them was too much, and the other child may just not care. It's because they have different love languages. Dr. Gary Chapman also shared that there are 3 ingredients of love. We have connection, acceptance, and nurture. So when you say connection, sharing a meal together, talking while eating is a very good way to connect to our children, to let them feel that we love them. Acceptance. We don't have to like what they're doing, but we have to tell them that we love them no matter what they do. Another is nurture. Nurturing is feeding the heart of the child, and that is why we are talking about love languages, because we are trying to nurture our children. If the opposite opposite to these love ingredients are given to a child, then we will have some trouble and sad children. Abandonment, the opposite of connection. Rejection is the opposite of acceptance. And abuse is the opposite of nurture. If these three things are given instead of the three love ingredients, the result will be adults who are in deep trouble emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So if we want to build a better society, we as adults have a very big obligation of filling our children's love tank and making them feel loved all the time so that they will grow to be more respectful and loving to others. So thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more updates and videos.